Okay, in previous class we saw about how microorganisms are helpful to us. In this class we discuss about the harmfulness of microorganisms. Let's start. Microorganisms, partly they are friend to us, friend to our human beings. On the other side, they are very harmful to human beings. Some microorganisms are very harmful to living beings. Some microorganisms cause diseases on plants, animals and human beings. The diseases causing microorganisms are called pathogens. Pathogens means which causes diseases by the microorganisms, which cause diseases in animals, plants, and the microorganisms, that microorganisms, disease causing microorganisms are called pathogens. Microorganisms can spoil food, leather and clothing also. Next, disease causing microorganisms. So already we discussed that microorganisms are omnipresent, they are light everywhere and they are easily carried from one place to another place. Okay, next, some diseases. So for example, the river should be polluted by some human beings. The microorganisms enter into the river. When we drink that water, that impurified water, that microbes enter in our body. If we take that water, microbes enter into our body. The disease spread by that called communicable diseases. Microbial diseases transfer from infected person to a healthy person through air, water, food or by physical contact are called communicable diseases. You see, somebody has got cold. So when nasal fluid coming out of nose, they clean up with their fingers without any gloves. Simple. They clean with their fingers. They stick, that fluid stick into their fingers. After, the virus also stick into their fingers. In fact, they simply shake their hand to other persons. Virus in their fingers of that person stick to other person. If that person wipe your face with that finger or eat food with that finger, the virus simply enter into their body. It's a process for direct contact or called communicable diseases. Okay? Microbial diseases travel through air, water, food and physical contact also. Example for that communicable diseases are TB, tuberculosis, chickenpox, cold, normal cold and cholera. Next, housefly, mosquito. Insects also create diseases. Mosquito and housefly causing diseases, causing organisms from source to healthy body persons. In fact, houseflies, you see houseflies in our surroundings, in home, etc. Houseflies, they sit on waste food and waste items and human excretion, so decaying matter. So that microorganisms stick on the legs of houseflies. And then the houseflies sit on the food that is uncovered. The food should be covered. It's very, very important. So the housefly sits on the food that is uncovered. If you eat that food, virus simply directly enter into the body. They causes diseases. Okay, they causes diseases like dysentery, diarrhea. Okay. Next, simply mosquito carry germs from malaria infected person to healthy person. Okay. Here see, female Anopheles malaria causes malaria and female Aedes mosquito causes dengue. They act as carrier here. Okay, mosquito or disease causing microbes, they act as carriers here. Mosquito breeding into large numbers. We have mosquito propellant, mosquito repellent. We have today, in our home, we are all having the mosquito repellents and all. But the mosquito breeding into large numbers are that certain wrong practices followed by humans. Mosquito generally breed in stagnant water. Do not take stagnant water. We clean our surroundings. In stagnant water, mosquito breeding is more. No stagnant water means mosquito breed with be less. Okay? Generally, we should clean our surroundings, and it's a work to clean our surroundings. Okay? Next, diseases. Tuberculosis is caused by bacteria, and the mode of transmission is air. What is the preventive measure? Keep the patient in isolation. If the person who is suffering with TB, they should have a personal kerchief and a personal towel with them. So keep their TB patients' belongings, their personal belongings of the patients away from those of other vaccinations to be given at the suitable age. Polio is caused by virus, is already studied. It's caused by air, water. And measles is caused by virus, and its mode of transmission is here. Chickenpox, it's always famous in summer season. It's caused by virus. It's caused by the mode of transmission is here and direct physical contact. Next, cholera and typhoid. It's those diseases caused by bacteria, and cholera is the mode of transmission is water, food, and typhoid is by the water. Preventing measure for cholera and typhoid persons is maintain personal hygiene and good sanitary habits. Eat properly cooking food and drink boiled water, and vaccination. Next, hepatitis A is caused by virus. The mode of transmission is water. Drink boiling water, drinking water, and vaccination is must. Malaria is caused by protozoans, and mode of transmission is mosquito. Mosquito is a carrier here. Preventive measures: use net, mosquito repellent. Control the breeding of mosquito. Already we discussed about that. Clean your surroundings. Okay? By not allowing, don't allow the water, wastewater. Collect that. To collect in their surroundings. Okay? Clean your surroundings is very, very must here. Next, in plants also, the disease is caused by microorganisms. See, the citrus canker is caused by bacteria. The mode of transmission is air. And rest of wheat, the microorganisms, the fungi is caused rest of wheat in plants. Its mode of transmission is air as well as seeds. Yellow vein mosaic of bindi. Bindi means lady's finger. Is caused by virus. The mode of transmission here is insects. Next. Now let us see the another topic is food poisoning. Microorganisms are feed to uncovered food, cooked food, which causes illness in our human beings. Food is contaminated by microorganisms. It causes severe illness in our human beings. Food poisoning is due to consumption of food spoiled by microorganisms grow in our food, sometimes produce toxic substances. These causes poisoning and create illness in our body. It is very important that we preserve food to prevent it from spoiled. Sometimes it may cause death also. So, the person which feels stomach pain, nervousness and vomiting sometimes is cause death. It's to be the person to be treated very quickly, or it will end up in death. Next, food preservation. Methods are the chemical method, common salt, vinegar, oil, sugar, storage and packing, heat and cold. Let us discuss about chemical method. Salt or edible oils are common methods or generally used to check the growth of microorganisms. Therefore, they are called preservatives. Okay, certain applications are the salt is used to preserve different items. Sodium benzoate and some sodium metabisulfate are commonly used preservatives here. Sodium benzoate and sodium beta-sulfite are commonly used preservatives here. They are used in jams to check the spoilages. If the jam is ready to eat or not, it is checked by these chemical methods. Next, common salt. Salt is used to preserve different items. In pickle, you see, salt is used to preserve different items. In fish, in supermarket, you see, in fish, prawn, in mango also, some salt is applied on the top of them. So to avoid that spoilages. Okay, common salt is very, very special here. Next. Sugar syrup also prevent the growth of microorganisms. Oil and vinegars is used in pickles. You see, some pickles are filled with, on the top of the pickle, are filled with the oil. So that oil, what does the oil do? Means it does not allow the microorganisms inside. Next, general vinegar. You see, vinegar is added to ginger garlic paste to avoid the spoilage of that. Heat and cold treatment. Boiled milk before consumed, as you already know. Refrigerate the milk. It inhibits the growth of microbes. What is pasteurization? Heat the milk to 70 degrees Celsius in 15 to 20 seconds and then suddenly chilled and stored. By doing this, it prevents the growth of microbes. This method is invented by Louis Pasteur. This process is called pasteurization. Okay? Heat the milk at 70 degrees Celsius in 15 to 20 seconds and then suddenly chilled and stored. This process is called pasteurization and it's invented by Louis Pasteur. Next. Storage and packing. Dry fruits. In supermarket, dry fruits or even vegetables also sealed in a airtight packet and sold. This method is helpful to prevent from microbes. Next. Nitrogen fixation. Rhizobium is a bacteria involved in nitrogen fixation of leguminous plants. Let me say about nitrogen cycle. The goal of microorganisms in nitrogen cycle is very important, and in plants too. Plants need to make the proteins. Plants for their growth, need to make their proteins. They need nitrogen substance present in the soil. Crops are growing. The nitrogen compounds are used by the plants. How they recharge, how they replenish, how the nitrogen compounds are added to the soil again and again. This does all happen in this cycle. It is in the two ways. It's done in the two ways. One is lightning, another one is the nitrogen fixing bacteria, blue-green algae. It fixes the atmosphere contains 78% of nitrogen. That fixing the bacteria in turn fix the nitrogen into nitrogen compounds. And the nitrogen compounds is converted into nitrogen substance that is taken by the plants. Okay. The plants are taken by the animals. After utilizing the energy, they excrete the waste. The excretion contains nitrogen. Nitrogen is waste by excretion and death. So, the nitrogen present in the excretion decomposed by animals and convert nitrogen gas by denitrifying bacteria. Here also blue-green algae plays a main role, and here denitrifying bacteria plays a main role. Both place microorganisms play a main role. The denitrifying bacteria again receives nitrogen gas into atmosphere. Okay. This is the nitrogen cycle. Okay. Then in second way, this is lightning. This is lightning. Lightning and thunder. Certain atmospheric nitrogen fixes the nitrogen into soil during lightning, but it is very rare. So the powerful method is this only. Okay. Bacteria method only, the powerful one compared to lightning. Lightning method is very rare. Okay. Thank you. And what we discussed today. See, today we saw the harmfulness for microorganisms. Microorganisms, the disease-causing microorganisms are called pathogens. They can spoil food, leather and clothing. So the microorganisms are omnipresent, so they are very light and they travel through air, water, and by physical contact also they spread diseases to healthy person. That's called communicable diseases. The examples are TB, tuberculosis, chickenpox, cholera and cold. Other than The insects, housefly, mosquito also act as a carrier and they also causing diseases. Okay, like malaria, dengue. Okay, and then we saw about the diseases caused by microorganisms, what they are, mode of transmission, and the preventive measures for such diseases. Okay, and in plants also the microorganisms cause diseases, and we saw that. And next we saw about food poisoning. Food poisoning is due to the consumption of food spoiled by microorganisms that causes. It should be the food poisoning causing person should be early cured, and if it is not, it leads to death. Okay. Next, food preservation, chemical method. In chemical method, sodium benzoate and sodium metabyl sulfate plays a main role, and common salt plays a main role. Oil, vinegar, it's pickles and ginger, garlic paste plays a main role. Heat and cold treatment, and discuss about pasteurization and storage and packing, and then we discuss about the nitrogen cycle. Nitrogen cycle is done by bacteria, and another one is lightning. Lightning method is very, very rare. Blue-green algae only, it fixes the 78% nitrogen in the air. It converts that nitrogen into the atmospheric nitrogen, and it converts the nitrogen in the soil. So, and then it's taken by the plants, and then the plants are consumed by animals. In excretion also, nitrogen waste are there. Nitrogen's waste are, and the nitrogen present in the decompose of animals and convert nitrogen gas by denitrifying bacteria. So, denitrifying bacteria and nitrogen fixing bacteria, that's blue-green algae, plays a main role in this nitrogen cycle. Okay, thank you. If you like this video, please subscribe, like and share. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.